guys, welcome to Bastian Time. I am your host Bastian. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that Nintendo news, but first of all, some frustrating experiences on eBay regarding purchasing Zelda items. I ordered a backpack that I thought was going to be regular size. It turned out it was small. That was my fault. I should have looked at the dimensions and measured it myself and found out, but suffice it to say, can't use this thing, gonna have to resell it. Then, stupidly, I saw a listing for something that I knew couldn't possibly be real, but I bought it anyway. It said, the magic cape from A Link to the Past will make you invisible. I bought it. It arrived and just looks like some granny's Afghan that they made, so that's annoying. It's just some crocheted thing. I mean, obviously it wouldn't work anyway, but I thought I'd buy it and try it out, so... Anyways, let's put it on and get to the Zelda news, shall we? Yeah, it isn't working, is it? Anyways, let's get to that Nintendo news. First of all, you might be familiar with analyst Michael Pachter, whatever, and his very negative views towards Nintendo, his not very scientifically negative views towards Nintendo. If his whole job is to be an analyst, it's strange that he's so biased against Nintendo, but I digress. Anyway, somebody has created a very humorous parody of him and his videos and specifically his negative views towards Nintendo. If you want to watch that, there's a link for you down below. Two of my most favorite things in the world, Super Mario World and Game of Thrones, have been combined into one thing. It's hilarious, it's awesome. We have like a viewing party sort of thing of Game of Thrones for each episode here on the big old projector screen, and we watched this before the episode started this past weekend. Very enjoyable. If you want to watch this, it's basically the opening credits of Game of Thrones recreated with Super Mario World's map and 16-bit music. Great stuff. There's a link for you down below. There was a ridiculous rumor that very few sites published, and we'll get to that in a bit, about what the next Legend of Zelda Wii U game is called. Now, first of all, I've got to say, the likelihood of a Zelda Wii U game being announced at E3 seems extremely unlikely to me. We've got Hyrule Warriors. Nintendo not going to want us to lose our focus on Hyrule Warriors. If they announce Zelda Wii U at E3, then we're going to forget about Hyrule Warriors. We're going to be like, oh, I'm going to wait for this thing. This thing looks cooler. So they're not going to, if they are going to tell us anything about Zelda Wii U at E3, it's going to be very little. It might be a title, or it might just be a screenshot, or it might be basic game footage, but we're not going to get all three. We're not going to get anything in depth. I bet you everybody who views this $10 that's the case. Putting that aside, one Zelda fan site decided to post a news story stating that here's a screenshot from the next Zelda game along with the title, and it's just ridiculous. Well, I guess actually the first thing that they published was a supposed paper from the staff of E3 saying what games are going to be available from which company that are going to be playable or not. And so one of the games listed was Legend of Zelda Shard of Nightmare, which doesn't even sound like English. It sounds like it should be like Shard of Nightmares or Shards of Nightmares or something like that, but even still, that's not a very Zelda-like title. So that's one thing going against it. Thing number two is that when you view the image, if you zoom in on it, strangely, only this text where the games are listed is very pixelated, not pixelated elsewhere in the image. So that's strike number two. Strike number three is that eventually, like a day later or 2 days later, a supposed screenshot of the title itself was released, and It's just, first of all, somebody's pointed out that this is actually artwork from a non-Zelda related game, so that disproves it right there. But second of all, there are all kinds of graphic designer amateur fails in this. Somebody pointed out that the S for shards is overlapping the Legend of Zelda logo, and it's just, come on, it's obviously fake. Everything about it is completely fake. I bet what's the rarest Zelda thing I have? Whatever the rarest Zelda thing I have. My Zelda watch that you used to see in the old episodes. I bet my Zelda watch that it's fake. So I hope you didn't get your hopes up. I will have an entire rant about this and about why it's annoying that some sites publish this kind of stuff even though it's clearly fake. All of that kind of stuff. It will be part 2 of my sites. I did an old Bastian time rant millions of years ago about you know, sites publishing obviously fake rumors. This will be part 2 of that because it happened again. But anyways, that's it for today. Stay tuned for that Bastian rant this Sunday. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.